Uh, this is for Jesus Warriors Club. Once more, as usual, we know that Jesus is our fort. Yes, we are protected by Jesus, so Jesus is our fort. Today's topic is Battle of the Altars. I begin my story by when I left the other town to this town. I left expelled by a decree of the people in the dark forces, having given me an ultimatum to leave, so I left. When I came to this place, I settled down with my family. And my family had been in this town for some time. Not this place where I'm talking from, but another place. Because I've been to 3 places since I came here. So in that first place, I already found the family had a house help who was very kind, very welcoming, very hardworking. I had to stay indoors for some time. So, because when I left the other place, the way I left was I had to go through hospital. There was a lot of things that were happening. And I left there with diagnosis that this is schizophrenia. I knew it was stress to the things that were happening around. So I came to this place after having a decree having been made. I arrived in this place and this town, and I'm talking of town, not this present place I'm in. No, I was in a different place. So we went on well, and I would feel sometimes when I say prayers, they are blocked, sort of. So I started wondering why. I looked around because there are patterns that are made by shoes and normal items. When somebody is doing witchcraft, they are totally different from what happens. I noticed some things. I dismantled the first time, the prayers went through very smoothly. Again, after some time, I went, because I would have intense prayers from 6 to around 7:30, the bedroom. Again, I went for the prayers. There was that thing, you just feel the prayers have been blocked. There is that feeling you feel your prayers are not going beyond the ceiling. So, looking around, I realized there were some things that were happening because the place where I left had been under witchcraft attack. And it's strange, when you're under attack, things happen and you learn things. So I'd learned to recognize the patterns. So I realized patterns were being made inside, patterns were being made outside. I was in an enclosed place where we were several people staying together, but it had a wall. So one time, when I was there because I was at home, we would be left alone. The daughter went and she was making patterns similar to those patterns in consultation with somebody who used to live in the neighborhood. So I went and dismantled the pattern first time. Again, the same patterns were made. I went and dismantled the second time, and this is when she came and told me, I'm the one who told that girl to put that pattern that way. So if you wanted it removed, you would have told me to remove it. I took it lightly, but then again she arranged another pattern similar to the ones that I'd seen when they were doing witchcraft on me. So I asked her, is this what I'm seeing, or is this? Then she answered me, yes, it is what you are seeing. And next time, if my daughter puts, or somebody puts, just call me to remove or to change. I realized from then that there were those patterns. We would have a struggle. She would arrange, and sometimes I would move and undo them. And you know, now when you're undoing patterns of people who are normal and you are schizophrenic or psychic, that means that you are really exposing your sickness. People don't take it that you are seeing anything. So it happened to keep doing that, and she would put and I would dismantle. One time, because she would serve us supper, one time she brought food and again served me now. An additional, it was cabbage, white cabbage. Gave me, and then gave me a second, an additional to the plate. But when she came this time, she had a sinister smile, a wicked smile. I took the vegetable, and then after a while, I started feeling intense pain in the stomach. I took water and went to bed earlier. But then around 1, things got worse. I felt like my body was on fire. So I told my wife, I feel like I've been poisoned. She asked me, poisoned where? In this house. Surely you can poison in this house. I told her I was feeling really, really, really hot. So I got from the bed, went on the floor. And that time I was sweating profusely. I was feeling like the body was burning. So we had olive oil in the house. When I came with olive oil, because when I was there were battles. Sometimes you would pray, sometimes you would put olive oil, sometimes it was a witchcraft battle. So here I was experiencing the same things also, but then you can't explain to anybody because you are assumedly. So it was intense. She asked me if she could call for the neighbors so that I would call an ambulance. I told her no, I would bear it up to the morning. By almost morning, the body had started cooling down, the sweating had stopped. Then things became all right. I just had mild stomach pains, and that was that. But I knew something had happened. Then some days later, somebody in the neighborhood was talking to another person in the neighborhood who I think they were cooperating within the same thing, same occultic thing. And he was telling the other one in Kiswahili, kweli kama alikula hiyo sumu na hajakufa ana Mungu. Which means if he ate that poison and is still alive, he is with God. From there, I confirmed for myself that is exactly what had happened. But how could I prove? Because here people were gentle, things are going on right, and here you have your ideas of poisoning, your ideas of witchcraft, your ideas of what. So the things went on. Sometimes prayers would be blocked. And I came to realize certain things. I didn't know that. I never thought it could happen. There are certain patterns, if they are made when you pray, you feel like your prayer is not going above the ceiling completely. You dismantle, things work out. And then I came to realize there are times now you have, in the evening you have a visitation, but not of the types of locusts that the green locusts know. Praying mantis. And when the praying mantis comes, before you notice it, prayer becomes very difficult. And sometimes I will notice very large praying mantis. So I came to realize the praying mantis can also have the same effect. As they went on, I was talking and she would tell me, this is a battle of the altars. But then I couldn't understand a battle of the altars. They would sometimes discuss with the people across. And they would say, he doesn't know. This is a battle of the altars. So it went on, but after some time, almost 6 months, she left because I became persistent. That time I insisted. We had lots of friction, and she packed and went. I was happy because those things stopped for that time. But I kept wondering, what altars? It was only later that I came to realize occultic altars. I learned those things through the hard way, but it's a teaching, a lesson to the others that witchcraft things happen. And there are times when you can be lonely within even the house environment, and it's difficult for anybody to note because you've been termed, been given a name due to the behaviors, the activities that have been happening within. So nobody noticed that much. I would sometimes talk of that thing and it would appear, siku hizi unasikia vizuri, ushai kusikia tena tumbo. I knew people thought, this guy. There are times when these things come. What I am telling you is, these things happen. It happened to me. I felt it. I survived. By this, I'm telling you that if this story has touched you in any way, remember, you are the temple. I always insist on that. You are the temple. Jesus is our fort. If it has touched you, you can download the Bible app or you can buy the Bible. Read the Bible. Commit yourself to Jesus. I don't even need to do anything for you, because sometimes people, you have to be told you are saved. No, Jesus had no go between. It is you and Jesus. You just confess, read the Bible, follow it. You are the temple of Christ. You are welcome to For Jesus Warriors Club. If he could do it to me or for me, he can do it for you. Embrace Jesus as your fort. You will be a safe temple in Jesus. That is my take for today.